All right, my lovely friends, here we are. Look, I'm already starting off here in kind of, a solemn mood. And, it just doesn't stop. We got more abysmal economic news. Another 840,000 American people applied for unemployment, first time unemployment benefits last week. This mark or this number is worse than they expected. But again, did you listen to the lies last night out of Mike Pence's mouth that we're adding jobs? Does he really believe that we are that stupid? Honestly, I don't know what to say. The debate last night, I didn't tweet about it or anything. Look, all I realize, and I'm sure you do too, regardless of what you may think, this market continues to price in a Biden win. And that's why stock futures right now are higher. Crude is catching a bid as well. Gold and silver are higher. Cryptos are flat. Dollar weaker. 10-year yield 0.77. I explained this a few months ago. Now the mainstream media is catching on here. And that's just the way it is. But the lies are simply unfreaking believable. And someone at least needs to stand up and say, look, this is garbage. And that person just happens to be me today. And I hope it's you too. It's time to call out the lies. That's it. Period. The end. Anyway, so today is Thursday, October 8th, 2020. That's the story. That's the big story. It's not going to stop. We are in economic meltdown mode. Did you hear, Pence? We're in a V-shaped recovery. You can't make this stuff up if you tried to do it. If you tried to do it, you couldn't do it. Both of the VP, whatever, people running for VP, Pence is the VP, did evade questions. No doubt about it. But on the lie detector test, Pence took the cake, following right in the footsteps of his boss. I mean, something needs to change here in our country. There is no doubt about it. And I hope it does. I sincerely do, because I think all of us here have had enough. And what kind of a lesson are we teaching our children? Lying is okay. We're just going to condone it because of a party affiliation? Is that really what we have devolved into? People don't speak up. They're allowing themselves to be decimated. The middle class is dying. Corporate America, stronger than it has ever been. Wall Street will be getting their highest bonuses on record. On record. Is that how you think this country should go moving forward? Really? You think this is making America great again? Really? You really do? Good for you. You will be on the losing side of this. People who have a few dollars, people like myself, we are benefiting greatly from this while the middle class gets eliminated. And that's the way it's going to continue if Trump pulls off another win here. Although at this point, it looks like he will lose. There is no doubt about it. I know you're going to freak out. I know I'm going to get called out. But like I said, listen to the language here, okay? So you don't, before you get triggered. I said at this point, we still have a few weeks till this election. And let me explain this to you. Take advantage of the market. While the market is pricing in a Biden win, it will go up, okay? When we get closer to the election and we see really where we stand at that point, and we're pretty close right now, we will trade accordingly. We will put our cash to work accordingly. Biden, Trump, it's just conversation right now. But the market, like I said months ago, for which the mainstream media is starting to, sound like Greg Mannarino, is pricing in a Biden win. Look at the yield curve. Okay, something I should have paid a little more attention to recently. Like I said yesterday, yield curve steepening. What is that? What is the message here from the bond market? Look, the bond market is the most rigged aspect of this market. We all understand that, okay? Never before in history have we seen such issues in the debt market. But again, the Federal Reserve rigging and faking the debt market has inflated a housing bubble again, which will collapse, has reinflated a stock market bubble, which will collapse. There's no doubt about it. And we'll be on the right side of that too. I can promise you that. And that's going to be the final straw. I mean, where people are going to be decimated on a scale that's going to make 2008 and every other stock market crash before that look like a walk through Central Park eating an ice cream cone. That's the setup here. It's a grand fleecing. We are in the midst of the largest wealth transfer the world has ever seen. And is that making America great again too? You can't make this stuff up if you tried to do it. You can't do it. It's impossible. I guarantee you can't do it. No one could. It's like science fiction, but it's real. Anyway, look, like I just said, as investors, as traders of this market, as people that are tired of the bullshit, okay? You got to clear your head, otherwise you will lose. If you're a member of the middle class, you've already lost. And I don't care if you're a 401k multi-millionaire, okay? And I know people who are. You got nothing. Zero. You don't have it in your hand. Sure, you got digits on a screen. Looks great, don't it? No. You think you're really a 401k millionaire? A bunch of people are. And you're all done. Most of them. 98% of you are done with regard to being a 401k millionaire or a 401k multi-millionaire. And with the equity you believe you have in your house too, in this housing bubble, there's another one that you're done in. I don't know what to tell you. People, do what I've been telling you since day one. All right? Let them play their game. We're going to play our game. Hold it in your hand. Okay? What I'm referring to, physical gold, physical silver. Physical silver, my number one asset of all time. I cannot stress to you, in my view, and you can have your own opinion, how undervalued physical silver is right now. It will skyrocket in multiples that I don't even think people understand. And they're going to be shocked when this thing all corrects to fair value. Let me put a perspective on this for you real quick. We understand the stock market is massively overvalued, hyped up on the back of the debt bubble, and the president keeps pointing at it and says our economy is great. The man is delusional. Okay, the stock market has no bearing on reality and is completely disconnected from the real economy, which is the middle class. Okay, you're being lied to yet again. You want to sit there and listen to it? Good for you. We'll see how you make out in the end. You will lose. The fact of the matter is, this is so bad. With regard to the stock market being massively overvalued, no one is smart enough to know the actual value of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the one everyone wants to look at, or the overall market. Where's the bottom? Nobody knows here. We know that the Fed jumped in here at Dow 6,000 last time to prop up the market. So the bottom was lower than that. And all we have done here is inflate the market to stratospheric levels. The bottom is more than likely lower than 6,000. It could be Dow 2,000, Dow 4,000. No one's smart enough to know, but I can promise you this. How it's going to play out with regard to gold and silver. Gold will end up being, the price of gold in US dollars is going to end up being twice the Dow when we hit bottom. Let's say we get Dow 4,000, which is very possible. Gold will be 8,000. With regard to silver, you do the math. I believe we're going to hit a ratio of 15 to 1. So just do the math with regard to silver, and you can figure out where Greg Mannarino's target is with regard to physical silver. I really sincerely believe it's going to play out this way. And with regard to my calls on this market and everything else connected to it, and what the president would do, wouldn't do, Federal Reserve, anyone that follows my work has got to say, Greg Mannarino's accuracy is almost scary. And again, I'm no smarter than you. I'm no smarter than anybody else. but I understand how the markets work kind of from an insider perspective. I believe that. I mean, I talk to everybody. You all know that. And I sit here and I relay every bit of information I have to you. And people from all over the world, tens upon tens upon tens of thousands, are benefiting from that. And that is how I am making a difference. I am trying very hard to do that. All right, people, look, very important video. Please share it. Get it out there. And of course, look at the comments here. Watch the hate. Watch the delusional people post here, okay? And I'm just going to laugh. I'm going to laugh like I always do. So please keep me entertained. All right, I'm out of here. Love you a lot. See you later.